What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jazz, and if you don't know, now you do. And how are you guys? How are you doing? Today I have a video for you. So I know last time I did an empties video and I had hella shit. So I decided when I do my empties videos, I'm only going to do 10 products just so it's not that long. And I know that video was like almost 30 minutes from what I remember. So I do apologize, but this video I promise will be way shorter. I narrowed it down to 10 each time and tell you my opinion on them and rate them. So let me shut up and let's get right to it. Like I said, I have this bag right here. This is all my empties. I did 10 of them, like I said, and they are really good stuff and a couple of like misses, you know. So let me dive right in. Right, so the first item in the bag is this bad boy right here. This is the Glowreceipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. So this is a moisturizer. As you can tell, girl, I used it all up. It was pretty good. I got it in my BoxyCharm. It did moisturize my face. It was more of like a thicker consistency, which I thought I didn't like, but now I think I like it. I didn't know if it was like the texture of it and it was just too thick, and I was scared because I'm oily. But now I realize like it's so important to hydrate your skin, even if you do have oily skin. So I've been getting more into like the thicker consistency moisturizers. So I would definitely rate this probably like an 8 out of 10. I think it works really well. Am I going to sit here and say it's like my favorite of all time? No. But it did do the job. It did hydrate my skin. It definitely made it more plump. So I did like it. It smelled pretty decent too. It's like the avocado melt. I don't know if it necessarily smelled like avocados, but it had a pretty good smell to it. But this was my first item. I used it up not too fast, to be honest with you, because even though the bottle looks kind of small, she's pretty chubby. So there was a lot of product in here. So, but you can get this at Sephora. You could get it, of course, at the Glowreceipe website. So I would recommend it. I think it's good if you want to try like a new moisturizer. Like I said, I always try new ones because of BoxyCharm. So this was the first item and she was a hit. Right, next item in here is this Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is in 3.75. So she was the one, I don't even think, yep, there's nothing in here. She was the one that's like super thin. It's not like the angled one. It's the super precisely one. And honestly, I really, really loved this. It was my perfect shade, the 3.75. They have like 3.0, 2.0. I think it goes up to, I want to say 6. If not, it's 5. But I want to say it's 6. Don't quote me on that, but like I said, I'm 3.75 and I thought it was a perfect match. The pencil works really well. It was very pigmented, and I try not to buy I shouldn't say eyebrow pencils, high-end eyebrow pencils at full price, because they usually go on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty. So they usually do the Precisely My Brow. The Anastasia one's really good. They have the other Benefit one as well. Usually they always go on sale during that 21 Days of Beauty. So I try to like not use them as much, or I'll use my Colourpop ones because I like my Colourpop ones, but these work a little bit better, but they are expensive. They're like $21. But like I said, just wait till it's that 21 Days of Beauty and then they'll be 50% off. So it'll be like 11 bucks-ish. So it's way cheaper, and I usually try to stock up then. But I would highly recommend this. Super, super good. I forgot to rate it. So it would be definitely a 9 out of 10. Next in the bag are these two right here. So these are both Lily lashes. One of them is Randi. One of them is Miami Flare. I did use up both of them. They were just getting to that point where they didn't look as pretty anymore because I kept reusing them, cleaning them, reusing them, cleaning them, you know, the whole routine. And, you know, sometimes lashes just get to that point where you're like, okay, I need to throw them away and like open a new pair. So it was that time for these. I've had these for a while. Like I said, in that 21 Days of Beauty, there's a lot of things that are like 50% off. And these were definitely two things that I got during that sale because these are not cheap. These are, like I said, the Lily lashes, and these are like $25, $30 lashes. And girl, I was not trying to pay that full price. So it was on sale for like 50% off. So I think it ended up being, I want to say, well, I don't think it was 50% off. I think it was like 40% off because I think it ended up being like 16 bucks or something like that. And I got both of them and I wanted to try them because I do like the traditional Miami, and I think it's Mykonos as well. That's like the more famous one. But these were the two that I actually fell more in love with. I felt like they fit my eye better. They were more like a wispy to them, and they had like exactly like how this one says, more of a flare to it. So I would recommend Randi and Miami Flare over the Miami regular and the Mykonos. The Mykonos is super dramatic, like super dramatic, and it is a pretty lash, and I do have it, but I don't reach for it. Like, I honestly reach for these two when I want to do like super dramatic. I mean, this was like way before I found these Dollar Tree lashes, which girl, you already know that I'd be bragging about. But if you want to go more higher end, I would recommend these. They are beautiful lashes. They are faux mink and they lasted a while. Like, I've honestly had these. I've used them at least like, I know they say you can use them, I want to say like 30 times or 20 times or some shit like that. But I honestly used them maybe like 10 to 15 times, which I think is, you know, about that time when you should let them go, you know. Like I said, I don't really buy high-end lashes too much, only when they're on sale. So the fact that they lasted me that long, which is probably like a year ago I got them, I think it was time to throw them away, but they're definitely worth it. I would definitely give them an 8 out of 10. The lash band is also really good as well. I do like them on both of them, and Lily lashes in general. Now I see why they're more higher end. They definitely are easier to put on. The only downside, like I said, is just the price. But if you're interested, these are the two that I like probably the most out of this brand. All right, keep it on moving. This bad boy right here, I hated. Not recommend at all. At all. This was the Inkwell Liner from KVD. This is the Longwear Matte Eyeliner. This is the one that looks like this. It's kind of like that brush tip. Horrible. It dried out super fast. You had to keep like layering it to get some type of pigmentation on there. I did not like this liner at all. I really wanted to because I hear that her liners are really good. I like that tattoo liner more than this one, but I mean, even that one's like okay, like it's okay. But this one right here, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I would try to work with it just because I already opened it and I didn't want to throw it away because that's just how I am with makeup. I didn't like this liner. I'm sorry, KVD. I'm sorry. I did not like this liner. Definitely rate this a 0 out of 10 because, okay, let me be a little nicer, like a 1 out of 10 because it was black. Like, it was black. But you just had to keep layering it, and I don't like that. Like, I just want to, like, swoop, done. That's it. This, nope. Trash. So, on a more positive note, is this little guy right here. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I used her all up. I love this primer. It is one of my ultimate favorite primers of all time. Honestly, it is right up there with my Tatcha one. So this is definitely a 10 out of 10. I love this primer. I think it works for all skin types, dry, oily, normal. I was gonna say regular, normal. I think it would work for anybody. It definitely helps with your pores. It makes them smaller. It makes your face more smoother. I recommend this to everyone, all of you guys. I tell my friends, I tell my family. I love this primer so much. Next is another hit. So this is the Fenty Pro Filter Butter, I was gonna say butter bronzer, butter powder. So this is the loose setting powder. I absolutely loved this powder. It is matte. So if you don't like a matte powder, you might not like this, but if you are oily, you will love this. It doesn't make you look cakey or anything like that. Like I said, at least for me on my oily skin, it didn't, but it is definitely matte. Like I will definitely say that, like it's matte. It is a great powder. It definitely made me look flawless. It made me look airbrush, and I really, really love this powder. It took me a long time to go through this powder because this is like the full size powder, and it took me a long time. Like I even took the Swifter out or whatever it's called so I can use it all up because I loved it so much. It worked. Like honestly, I would definitely buy this powder again. I just bought a couple of powders, like newer powders, so I probably won't buy this now, maybe within the next like couple months, because I know powders, like I said, with this whole pandemic, I only use it for like under the eye and that's it. So of course that's not a lot. So it'll probably take me a while to get through that. But this powder I would definitely recommend. It is a 9 out of 10. It is more on the higher end side. I want to say it's like $32-ish. I think it's like $32. But honestly, you will have it for a long time. I want to say I had this for like a year, to be honest. Like I really think it was about a year that I had this, and I would use it frequently. And when I mean frequently, like almost every day. I really don't have a lot of powders before now. Like I really didn't have a lot because I just felt like, why have so many powders? But now that I'm like trying to do more reviews and things like that, I'm like, okay, I need to get more powders. But I had this for like a long time and it definitely lasted. So I would recommend it for sure. I know I'm ranting. Tend to do that. This next one, ew, it got all over. So this is the Colourpop Volumizing Mascara. This is the BFF one. This is the black, what is it called? Black on black. So it's just basically the black mascara. Honestly, I know a lot of people like this mascara, but I really didn't. I mean, it worked, but it was not anything that was like, oh my gosh, amazing. Like kind of like how a lot of people made it out to be. To me, it definitely was not. Like it was okay. I give it like a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 5 out of 10. Like it was okay. It was nothing that was like, oh my god, amazing. I need it. I won't buy this again. So maybe it does need to be a 5 out of 10 because I wouldn't buy it again. All right, so we are to the last 2 items in the bag. These are both setting sprays. One I loved and one I didn't really love. So let me get right to it. This is the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Spray. It honestly was super matte, like super, super, super matte. Like when I mean matte, it's matte. Like there's no type of shine or dew or like anything. It's just your face looks straight matte. And I'm oily. Like I have oily skin and it made me super matte. And normally I would love that. But right now that it's winter, I don't like that. And I don't want to be dewy, but I don't want to be super matte because your skin is already dry because of this, or I was going to say because of the snow, because of the cold and like just, you know, different temperature. So I wouldn't recommend this for right now. I gotta even see how I feel about it in the summertime because it was matte and I like matte things, but like this might be that like borderline of too matte. So I would definitely give this I would definitely probably give this like a 6 out of 10. It wasn't the worst. It sounded like it did anything to my skin or like broke me out or like messed up my makeup. It didn't do anything like that, but it was just too matte for me for right now especially. But maybe in the summertime I'll give it a try one more time, but I won't be buying this anytime soon because of course it's barely December. We still got a long way to go for this cold. So that was this one. And then this one though, I loved. So this is the Milani Fruit Fetish Make It Last. This is the mango coconut one. This was so good. Like when I tell you I already love the Make It Last regular one, this one was just as great. This even has like the mango coconut scent, which is it just smells so good. It just reminds me of like summertime. So I definitely loved it, and it honestly made my makeup last. It made it more like, I never know what the word to use, but like it just like puts it all together and it meshes it so well. I highly recommend this. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. It's exactly like that Make It Last setting spray that I was talking about. This is just the same thing. It just has like the scent to it. I don't know if this is limited edition, but if you can get your hands on it, definitely do so. I got mine at Ulta, but I'm pretty sure you could get it wherever Milani's at. This was probably around 10 bucks. Oh, and also this was the same price as the other continuous setting sprays. I think this one was like 16. One was like 10, and like I said, it was the 10 out of 10. Loved it. Alright, so that was everything in my bag. I hope it wasn't too much of a rant, you know, like kind of, sort of. But I just wanted to get my point across. I wanted to show you guys what I actually used up. Because yes, I actually go through some of my makeup. I know I have tons of makeup, but there's some things I truly do go through, and I just wanted to show you guys what I liked, what I didn't like, you know, what I recommend, what I rated it as, because there's just so much in the makeup skincare world that sometimes you don't even know where to start, especially if you're like a makeup beginner. And I just wanted to honestly sit down and talk with you guys and show you what I've been using and what I've actually been using, you know. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to definitely subscribe and also ring that notification bell so every time I upload a video, you will definitely be notified. And also, please don't forget to follow all my socials, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my IG. It is all the same. Catch me on that TikTok as well. It is the Jams2535. Also, look up my business page. It is Jazzy Jewels on Facebook and Instagram as well. So, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's everything I had to say. I don't know. I've been trying to do this outro for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I'm just done. I'm just done. Okay, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.